you expected them to come out with a little intensity? How did they compare to what you expected?
No, I mean, no matter what, it's going to be a tough game. But I've worked for him for 10 years, so I kind of imagine what practice was like for the last 2 days with them. And I think the biggest difference is that they're a veteran team, so you knew Zuby wasn't going to come out, lay an egg. So, and he did it. He was phenomenal defensively, the way he was switching and talking and communicating. So, give him a lot of credit. They played well.
Do you have an update on Madison?
I don't.
Coach, what is the main thing you can tell your team after a loss like this?
Yeah, we're going to move on. We got two more games left. I mean, life happens, man. You get your ass kicked every once in a while.
Coach, you've seen this defensive.
I got you.
You've seen this defensive intensity, twice this season. Outside of Zuby, what else do you see from their size and physicality, especially in the paint?
Yeah, like when Dylan Mitchell's playing that way, their whole season changed once he started. When it's a start lineup, the guy doesn't shoot, he doesn't make shots, and he's such a positive factor on every end. I mean, he knows how to move without the ball. He doesn't look for the ball. I think the biggest difference, you got Bryce Hopkins who played power forward last year, now he's small forward. I mean, that front line is really good.
Coach, are there any updates on Hodge?
No.
Kevin, you've had a couple games in a row now with some concerning longer stretches of it's a poor play. Is it concerning for you? It's happening right now.
No. I mean, we still won 7 out of 9 games. I mean, we lost to UConn and St. John's. Unfortunately, I caught UConn after they played the worst game of the year. It seems like God's punishing me for my sins.
Is there anything else for Coach? Right here, Coach.
Yeah, Zach, what do you want?
What's up?
You lost as much hair as I
Go ahead.
have.
Thank you. Kevin, what did you think of Jackson? I mean, it might be as well as he played all year.
No, you obviously didn't watch the first time he played against us. He played much better the first time he played against us. So I guess he just must be a big fan of mine. He's good, man. Defensively he gets after it. I mean, again, and I really thought, Darling's one of those guys that just, he's a pest, and he probably doesn't. Everyone looks at him like he's not that good of a player, but man, he does so many good things for them. I really thought, more than anything, I thought Darling set the tone defensively. He picked us up full court, did anything, and then Jackson came in and just picked up that pressure. So I think when they're playing like that, and they made shots early. I mean, I think that's the big thing. We knew they were going to come out. He said he started talking about shoot too many twos, and we gave him a couple threes. Zuby hit that big 3 late, right before that first run. That was kind of a killer. So he's a good player, Zach.
Kevin, you said that you worked for him for 10 years, and you can imagine what his practices were like. In your experience, after a big loss, what is Rick like at practices following?
I'm not bullshitting. I don't have hair because of him. I had a full set of hair when I started working for him. It's the most miserable experience in life. You fear for your life every day. And everyone laughs when I say that, but no, you think you're going to get fired, and it's miserable. As he's gotten older, he's probably become more of a cranky old bitch than he was when I worked for him. But you literally fear for your life. You walk in, he walks into the facility, and he's walking in at 6:30, and you've been there since 5:30 thinking you have everything right. And he comes and he asks you the one question that you don't know. And it's like, he's that intense. He always has been. He's got the most energy of any coach I've ever been around. I think that's why he's got 900 wins and national championships, because he does it better and more intense than anybody. And I think he has the perfect player in Zuby. Zuby and him really match so well together. And I think that's why they've been so successful.
Coach, turnover-wise, you gave them 18 points on turnovers in that first half. They had transition Jackson, but when they have a guy like Jackson out there with so much size on the court, How difficult was it to score against them again?
What's really difficult is Zuby's so good at reading what you're trying to do. So, you know, you try to set pick and rolls with your 5-man, he's gonna switch, and you're switching with Mitchell onto, so you're really not rolling, taking advantage of that. And then you have their guards that know that they can be aggressive because they have Zuby back there. It makes a huge difference. So I think it's something that, and then you have Mitchell who can really disrupt you. It's a very disruptive team. We struggled with them the first time. Obviously, we struggled with them this time.
Knowing you've got a ticked off Patino, what's the message at the half? Like at the half, is it just kind of a flush it and move on, or?
No, I mean, I wanted to come out and play better in the second half. I thought we did that for most of it. You know, we got it back down to 17 for a little bit. I think, you know, losing Matt was a little bit difficult just because emotionally Matt's such a great kid. And then, you know, trying to find, you know, Malachi's out there for 30 minutes, which he isn't used to. But, you know, I love the way we came out for the first 16 minutes in the second half. You know, the last 4 minutes was a little disappointing, but that's all right.
Anything else?
Thank you, everybody.